Our interview this afternoon is with Mr. E.A. Bill Maldonado. Bill was born in Fort Worth in January of 1926. He served in the Army Air Corps and then later the Army. 2 stints, 45 to 46, and then 1952 to 1954. Highest rank attained was sergeant. Today is Thursday, August the 14th, 2014. This interview takes place in Fort Worth, Texas. My name is Dale Dexheimer, and with me as videographer par excellence is Milton Gibson. This interview is conducted for the Veterans History Project at the Library of Congress and also Operation Remember in Burleson, Texas. And with that little introduction, Bill, you can maybe start, tell us your time in the U.S. military and maybe how you went in the first time. Were you drafted or enlisted, and then what you did when you went in?
Well, yeah, that's why I got different social numbers, because I enlisted, what it was, the first time I didn't pass, so all my uncles were there and my brother too, so I joined that time. I enlisted and went in, and they put me in the Air Force, United States Army Air Force. My numbers is 18243-811. Now it's 42453. Well, Social Security got us now. They changed everything. Well, I got to where I ran a squadron. I was a private, Private 1, and I ran a squadron, and I had what they call a morning report. And you see how many men you have, you see where they at, the AWL, or they, I don't, you know, just because a lot of them would go AWL. So I had to check them, and I had to write it down. And then they put me in what they call it's what they call it, that you make reports of other people. And then another thing is a division where you go and you see everybody, you know, and everybody that's around the squadron. It's a squadron. And so I made a report where they was there, and the ones that died, you know, the ones that died, they have a lead plaque, or they're missing a lead plaque. That's what in the discharge, and you look it up, see if he's back alive, you take it out.
Okay. If
he's dead, well, you leave a plaque in there. It's a metal plaque made of lead. They change them all, and that's what I've done for a long time. But the way I run a squadron, I was a private, and the guy that had it was a sergeant. So I don't know, they denied me anyway, so I always been denied anyway. So they denied me all that, but I've been a sergeant, because I did. And I had that page where it shows it, but I don't know what I've done with it, where it tells you that it's a different ID like the other, you know, you got AD, 2-day DD, or whatever it is. This one, I don't know, I haven't found it yet. I had it, I lost a lot of papers. I got 3 discharges, because I got out 46, and they gave us what they call active, 3 years active. And then they gave me discharge for 46. For 46, they gave me discharge for 1. Then they gave me 1 for the 3 years. You know, we didn't have to go right there. For 3 years, they gave me another discharge, 49. And then after that, they called us back. When Korea started, they called us back. So I went back, but I didn't have to go exactly there. I went to Hawaii and all that, and Pacific. But then after that, I came back, and I was in the Army. But they were training under the 2nd Armored Division. See, I trained under Pat Division, 1st Armored Division. I trained under that first, and then after that they put me in Second Armor Division. And then after that they got me to driving the truck. You know, delivering food for the troops or whatever it is, and then that's what they done. When they went back to Fort Hood. But my first discharge was in Fort Sam Houston. First discharge. And my discharge was sent to the mail. And then when I went back to Korea, well, they gave me a discharge there. 54. It was January the 22nd, 1954. And after that, oh, they moved me around, but it's just, you know, you move you around here, you move you there. And that's what I done, but, oh yeah, when I got, that's what's the matter with me, when I got real bad, I got sick, and I was in Sackville when I was in Convalescent Hospital. But that's a discharge they wanted. That's the one they wanted because I was in Convalescent Hospital there. And I was next to the guys that, you know, that try to get out. You know, a lot of these guys want to get out of the service. They make like a crazy and all that. Yeah, I was next to Ward 9. Can you imagine? Oh, man. They go up there to a doctor, and they get, you know, the thing that the doctor got here, they get it and put it with the doctor. Hey, there's something wrong with you, doctor. And others be doing like a motorcycle. Others be doing like they're running a car. And then others, they walk down the street straight. But when they got seen some officer or something, well, they could move their legs like they're crippled. Oh, you see everything like that. So finally, I got a discharge there for Fort Hood.
If we go back, you went in 1945 and you enlisted.
Yeah, I enlisted.
Okay.
I enlisted that time because.
And you were you living in Fort Worth then, Bill?
Yeah, I was living in Fort Worth. But what happened was, I worked I was going to high school at Tech. It used to be in North Side. So I was working at Armours. So when I was supposed to went in right then, they denied me because they said that that coal that I was working in there had infected something. So they didn't arrest me. But then all my four uncles was there, and my brother was, and he joined the Navy, and he was a minesweeper. So I joined. So I joined, and that's what they put me in. You know, United States Army Air Force.
You worked at Swift.
No, Armours.
Armours, okay. When they were both up on the north side.
Yeah, both on the north side. I was going to Tech at that time. The 40s, 40 something. I was going there as a senior high. Well, that's where I was going, and I worked over there part-time.
And you worked in like the freezers?
Freezer.
Were they cooled the beef?
Yeah, that's it, freezer. I worked in the freezer. First they put in the sausage department, where you make weenies and all that stuff. And that's where they put you. And another thing is that when they make chili con carne, you know, they throw everything in there, the bacon. That big old vat. The reason I couldn't eat bologna for a long time because I seen it made. How they make it as those plastic things. And for a long time I couldn't eat none of that cold meat like that. But I don't know.
So you're working there part-time, and then you get out of high school. You graduate from high school?
No, I liked, I think 1 year.
Okay.
At that time, it used to be 12.
Right. But you graduated, you enlisted, they put you in the Army Air Corps.
Right.
Did they send you off to basic training somewhere?
In a way, the Air Force don't care about what they do. Yeah, they train you a little bit. They train you a little bit.
Where did Where did they send you to do that?
They sent me first to Fort Sam Houston.
Okay.
Yeah, Fort Sam Houston. Fort Sam Houston is where we had all those prisoners, remember? German prisoners. That's where we had a German prison.
Well, that's a little before my time to remember, so
Yeah.
why don't you tell us about they had
Oh,
German
well,
they had German prisoners at Fort Sam?
Yeah, we had like a square block. A square block, you had one machine gun or two, three in each corner, machine gun. And they were there. But then we had a lot of, we had to watch them. I got to watch some of them. And they had to watch them because they get them out to work in a kitchen or something. A lot of times we had to take them out and work them everywhere else. They call that.
When you enlisted, was World War II still going on?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So all these German prisoners that they had at Fort Sam in San Antonio.
Yeah, of course, everything.
What did they do with those prisoners when the war was over?
We had them, and we had to watch them. We had to take them out and work them. A lot of them would work in the kitchen. But the rest of them, we take them out. We call it I got a word for it. In other words, we take those guys out and work. But the thing is, they gave us I think they gave us 4. But you had to hold your rifle up. You cannot have no ammo in it. You just put your machine gun or whatever you got, you put it like that. But mostly we use a M11 shotgun.
Okay.
It was 4. It was 5 rounds, but you kept 1 round here. You only had allowed 4. You was allowed to shoot him, but you could not shoot him in the body. You got to shoot him in the legs.
Did you ever know of any one of them getting shot?
Oh yeah, never. You don't hardly know anything like that. If we do, I never did. I let them go. Another thing is, the cap you got here, they have it on like that and they snap it like that, and you make sure they don't have no cigarettes or anything in it. Yeah, see.
So
that's why when you snap it, you watch it like this. See, but I let them have the cigarettes. There's no sense of, because if a guy gets away, you know they're gonna jump you if you don't watch it. A lot of them jump the guys.
So these German prisoners, was it set up like a jail?
Yeah, it was a compound. 4 corners had the machine guns.
Right.
That's what they watched.
Did they live in tents or they live in a barracks?
No, they live like
a barracks?
No. We live in tents. They lived on like huts. They had made it.
Okay.
Huts in there. We didn't go too much inside.
Okay.
And then we didn't go inside too much, so we never lived.
And you lived in a tent?
We live in tents sometimes.
Okay.
It was the tents were one, it was two. Let's see. Well, 4 people, I think. Sometimes.
And then you slept in the tent. Did you have a mess hall where you went to eat?
Yeah, they had a mess hall. Yeah.
How was the food?
Oh, the food was all right. The Army got some good food.
Okay.
That's all. They had good food.
Did the prisoners eat the same stuff that you ate?
Yeah. If you work in there, I don't know how they fed them, but a lot of them, they had them in the kitchen working.
What did they do when the war was over? What did they do with all those prisoners?
I don't know.
Okay.
A lot of them got away and got into the people. You know it yourself. It's just like people who come from anywhere in the world, they come here, like they come from South America, first thing they do is catch a gal here and they marry. They go with her and that's it. They disappear. That's what they were doing too. Get into the population.
Okay. Excuse me. So you were at Fort Sam Houston and you were guarding these prisoners. Did you do anything else before they let you go in 1946?
Oh yeah, that's when I went to. After that, I went to Sackville. I went to Sackville.
Right.
To Sackville, that's when I got infected here, and they put me in hospital there. But at that time, there was wax. We had women with that, they were called wax. Well, the wax, when they put the penicillin, you know, they put you in the butt. Well, they pat with you and they play with you, you know what I mean? We're young, 18 years old, we're young people. And we got to go down and put the pants down, and they play with you like that, and all of a sudden they wouldn't do it like that.
The penicillin.
Yeah, penicillin. And then also they had...
So did it hurt when they stabbed you with that needle?
Huh?
Did it hurt when they stabbed you with that needle?
Well, yeah, you know you're going to hurt when they go down that way. They're supposed to go that way.
Okay.
Well, that's the way they were. That was gals, that was rough.
And when you were in the hospital, you were next to the
Ward
crazy
9.
people?
Ward 9.
Ward 9.
Ward 9.
And that was crazy
other
people.
That's the people that trying to get out.
Yeah.
They
Okay.
made like a crazy, they made like a truck drivers, they made like a cars, and motorcycles, they do it. And then also when they seen some doctor or something, they make like they could walk. Man, they could walk. They could do it. They move their feet like that. You know how they would cross the street. Well, that's what they done.
When you got out in 1946, were you still down there, San Antonio, when they discharged you?
No. I was in Fort at Sackville.
Okay.
And then they sent us back. See, it takes 2 weeks to get in. It takes 2 weeks to get discharged.
Okay.
They would. No, they sent me back to Fort Sam Houston.
Okay.
And I got a discharge there.
Okay.
And with them too. And that, you know, that guy at that time was 20 years old. And there's nothing wrong with my teeth. And the doctor said, well, if you don't take that motor out of there, he said, I want to discharge. I want to get you discharged. Get you discharged, so, you know. So he took it out, and what happened, he broke it. So he had to operate and get the piece out.
What did you do when you got out? You were out from 46 until 52. That's
I was
6 years. You come back to Fort Worth?
No, yeah, then Fort Worth. I worked at architecture mill. I could make any of this stuff. What it was, my daddy taught me to build from the ground up. So we made a foundation, and we made houses.
Okay.
I helped my dad, and also we're building. In fact, I still got one building outside us that we built a long time ago, but my uncle's got it. He's got a barber shop, and they got a barber shop, and then we sell boots and all that stuff. Well, he kept all of that. We built that, me and my dad, because my dad was a contractor. And after that, I went to work architecture mill with Toppy. This big architectural mill. I went to work with him, then I went to one of his other shops. But after we worked a lot of years, in other words, what we're doing, we're making fancy homes, fancy doors, for the clinics, hospitals, we had all that stuff.
You do cabinets?
Huh?
Did you build cabinets?
Oh yeah, yeah. I used to cut them.
Is that what you were doing when you got called back?
Yeah.
1950?
No. When they called me back, I was happy dead.
Okay.
I happened dead. And I said, call me, and I went in. But then I was working for Cellar Shop, and when I got out, they said, your job would be here. And after I got out, I went over there and said, no, we can't hire you right now because I got somebody else in your place. I said, sorry. So I went to work for American manufacturer, where they made all equipment.
Yeah, pump jacks.
Yeah, made equipment, all equipment there. And they put them in where you grind stuff. They take it out of cattle and grind it and all that. Then they put you to pour steel. You go down there and make your steel up there, what they call a cubulo. And you just throw the steel in there, so much steel in there, and so much, they threw everything, iron, anything, put in there. And then after that, they make us pour it, pour the mold. Well, boy, the mold, those guys, when they make a mold, they put some kind of chemical in there, and they have to burn it. And they don't burn it right, and when you hit that thing, you might have some water, and man, that steel will go after you, run. See, because all your legs are with a bunch of burlap sacks. You put a bunch of them. Because when that steel comes back at you, it's burning you.
When you went back in 1952, the draft board sent you a notice calling you back to active duty.
Your neighbors have selected you.
Okay.
Your neighbors select you, that's what it's called. I went back, I didn't want to fight it because I didn't want to fight all that stuff because, you know, that's wild, man.
In 1952, when they called you back, did they give you some kind of training?
Yeah, I trained with the, I think it was Patton. First, I think it was Patton, 1st Armor Division, I think.
Okay.
And then later on, they had me around here, and then they made me a truck driver, then they trained us in.
Where did you do all of this, Bill? Was this San Antonio again?
No. I went there. Where did I go? I don't know. What is it?
If we go on beyond that, you got to Hawaii. You didn't go to Korea, but they sent you to Hawaii.
Yeah, we went. I just went out there, and we stayed a few days, and they shipped us back.
How'd you go to Hawaii?
We went in a plane.
Had you ever been in an airplane before?
Not that far. Too much water.
What did you think about that?
Oh, well, if they take you, what are you going to do? You go in a plane. What they do is they tell you to put the shade down that's going up. And when you're going down again, you're not going to see nothing anyway when they get up there. So if you open the screens, they don't make a difference. You don't see that. Then when they're going down, they put you down, put them down again. Because I guess they figure if you hit, you never know. Oh, it's all right.
So it was kind of like they put you in a big box. You didn't see anything.
No.
Okay.
See nothing.
You were in Hawaii for just a couple days?
Yeah, a few days.
What did you do when you were there?
We just, we went around the base, I forgot. Well, we went around all that because the islands were World War II, where they sunk all the ships. You know, we went
Pearl
around
Harbor?
there too. And Honolulu is just a big city.
Mm-hmm.
So they've sent us in through Waikiki. No. Oh shit! Because there's one island is popular. One island is owned. Then the other island, where the ship was sunk, It's dead right in there. They're all under the water. And anyway, the other one is oh shit. It's an island where all the volcanoes are in there. They got a lot of volcanoes. So what you do is up there, and every time you go around the mountains when you're up there, you have to honk before you go around. Because the guy's coming here, he honks too because he's coming around. That's what you have to do.
You couldn't see each other.
No.
Okay.
No.
They called you back in '52 and kept you until 1954.
Yeah, that's when I came. Well, they sent me back to. Oh yeah, they sent me back to Fort Hood. That's right.
Fort Hood. Were you married then?
No, I didn't get married till '57.
After you were out of the service?
Yeah, 3 years
Okay.
out.
So if you were at Fort Hood, what'd you do at Fort Hood?
Oh, that's when I was trained in 2nd Army Division, and after that, the 2nd Army Division, we trained. But the thing is, when you train at those divisions, they shoot at you. I didn't like being inside tanks. So you go behind the tanks. The tank has a phone here in the back. And as you see, they train you all that, but they're shooting at you. As long as you don't hear them, you're all right, because if you don't hear them, because they shoot at you a shrapnel everywhere. You can't tell. And what was that? Let's see.
Long time ago.
That's a long time ago, 20 years. Yeah.
Well, you got out in 1954. You got married in 1957. What'd you do when you got out of the Army?
I worked at American Manufacturer. When I got out, yeah, because the job that I had, they wouldn't give it to me because it said somebody fill that up. So I went to, they were hiring American Manufacturer. So I went to work there for a while. Then later on, I got to where I walked the type of work I went in there. Because I knew how to do it, though. Because I had to work in the architectural mill. I had to work with. They take you out at the houses or whatever you're building, and you measure, and then you read the blueprints and you do your own work marking. What you're going to cut, how many cuts you're going to do, or whatever you're going to do, and make sure wall to wall, finish with it. Then you do them. I used to cut 4x8 sheets, 4x9. Some of them were 49 feet by 97. One more foot, 8 foot. I used to cut them. You put them in a dolly, and you get out there and you cut everything. I cut everything, and then I assembled it myself. Then you got what you call dados. You bulk everything. You get and then if you've got a job that long, you get a stick that long. And you start marking it. What you're going to cut. That's an architect work. And then if you work in making for clinics, it's a little complicated, and more complicated. Because a lot of formica.
You spent about 3 years in the Army.
Yeah.
Did the Army ever teach you anything that you could use later?
No.
No?
No, but they even had to shoot. all that stuff. No,
Were you a good shot?
I don't know. 5. I think so. I don't know. I've shot so long time. For me, I figure I get 5.
Well, heard some things I never heard before about the German prisoners. Never
Yeah.
heard that story. Been
Yeah.
doing this 4.5 years, so
Yeah, I was, well,
everybody that was in the Army has a different story. There's lots of stories.
yeah. Well, I was a prison guard. No, it's a word. They call it a prison chaser. That's what they call it. That was a prison chaser. I guard even our own prisoners too. Oh, Kentucky, Fort Lass, Kentucky. That's what Fort Lass, Kentucky. That's where I trained first.
Okay.
Fort Lass, Kentucky. And Fort Lass, Kentucky, they got that big prison, our own people. I was guarding some guys from there, and one guy I knew from here, Fort Worth. They messed up. Yeah, I guarded him. He told me he gave him to give 25 yards. He wanted to get away. No. Because a lot of times I use a carbine M2. M2 is an automatic. M1 is one shot at a time. And but the shotgun was 5. But when you took a machine gun like a M2 or any machine, they're supposed to have 20 rounds in that thing, and those guys wouldn't load that much. But you had to carry it this way.
So you were
Prison chaser.
what today would be called military police.
Yeah. I just like they call it prison chaser.
Yeah. Okay.
We took care of prisoners. I don't care if it was the Germans or our people. But in Kentucky, it's a prison, and what they do, if they mess up, our prison for our own people, they're here. They got 2 fences, one here and another here. So when you guard, you go to the middle of the fence. One goes this way, one goes that way. In other words, you can't let a snake go there. Oh yeah, and we went to, in Korea, we went to, you know where the island they killed that guy the other day? In Mexico? That's when Eisenhower was president and Mexico president. They met over there at we was there 17 days, that's right. It's, Rio Grande City is right here, and this over here. That whole city on this side, right by the Mexican border, they had a flood. I mean, it was flooded. And so that's why right now it's like a river, like an ocean now. Because it all went into there, and they start building on this side. And this place here, what they call that place? Well, anyway, we was there for 17 days for Eisenhower. He was going to go there. So we're done over there. What we done, I was a sergeant. That's right, I was a sergeant. I took a truckload of our guys over there across the border, and now it's where they killed that guy. You remember at the there right now. Right, when we went up there, you could cross across to Mexico. In fact, we lost a captain. He drowned in that. I don't know how he drowned. And we could cross over there, just walk over there. Now it's an ocean all through there. That's where they killed that guy. Remember, they came out. He went up there to see the steeple. The only thing you see there is the steeple of the church.
Okay.
because all that's level water now. That's where they killed that guy. Remember, we went out there look at the stable. You remember those guys killed him? The Mexican guys killed him over there.
Okay.
That's it. Well, now that's where we was. That's oh shoot. Rick Grand City is right here in this place right here.
It's a big lake now.
Huh?
It's Falcon Lake or one of those.
Falcon, that's
Yeah.
it. We was there in Falcon too.
Yeah.
We stayed there in Falcon for 17 days.
Okay.
We're waiting for Eisenhower. That was the president then. And that we went there too. I went out of place, but another place I forgot now. I guess that's right. We went there too. 17 days.
Bill, we appreciate your time, sir.
Huh?
Appreciate your story.
Yeah,
Appreciate you spending time in the U.S. military.
yeah.
Good to talk to you, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. You're all right.
You bet.